Hey, amazing people. How are you all doing? Welcome on in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me, see me. How are we doing? Great to be here. I'm excited because guess what? It is the weekend. Yes, I am going to timestamp or whatever this video. It is the weekend and I am excited. Hope you are too. Hope that you were able to get some things done. Let's make sure our microphone sounds nice. And yes, we do. Excited. I am happy to be here. If it's your first time, I welcome you. If you've been here before, you're more than welcome. Thank you for coming back. It's about and personal and professional development. Those of you who are entrepreneurs, come on in. My nurses, those of you in the wellness space, definitely this is for you. And of course, all of my nurses, because that's what we talk about on this channel, everything that affects us, our family members, our loved ones, and also our content creators who are here. Okay, you guys are here live with me, and I am excited about it. I cannot complain. I had a pretty good week. And I think this week I did. I got some rest. Usually I'm out walking and the weather has changed. It's so nice. So I'm trying to get used to the day. I'm trying to get used to let's make sure that we are good. Yeah, we're good. And I'm used to walking in the evenings, but now we're flipping things to on the night shift, on the day shift, I should say. I'm such a nurse. We're always talking about day shift, night shift. But yeah, oh, for the tea tonight, it's a little hibiscus with some ginger and a little piece of lemon. So when I take my thing out, it will go on top of this. I put it right on top of here and we're good to go. So it's seeping, as they would say. I need to get some loose leaf teas, but how are you guys doing? Thank you for being in here. Gray, hey, what's going on? Nice to see you. What time is it where you are? I know usually it's morning. It's usually in the morning times. And I've been checking out your channel more and more. So you're going to see me on there more because I'm watching these videos. I'm like, wow. And then some of your lives, you're popping up. And so that's the good thing when we engage with each other, we start to see each other's information. And so that's why I don't worry about it. I enjoy when people come back to the replay, you leave a message. Let me tell you guys, when you engage what I do, yes, I've been out walking, I've been doing my juicing. And so I've taken you into my juice world. It's 5 a.m. Look at my eyes, 5 a.m. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out the 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 7 hours. Oh, okay, okay. So, guys, I'm having the tea, the hibiscus tea. Who wants some? It's hibiscus with a little honey, and then it's not a loose leaf tea, but that's what I do. More beautiful views are coming. Oh man, I mean, Kuwait, you make me want to come there and go, uh, come and take a contract over there. Gotta let me put on back my scrubs and come take a contract just to come and enjoy Kuwait. So let me take a sip of the tea. Let me do that again. You may not like to hear it, but I do. One more time. Those of you who want to come back to watch me do some juicing and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm bringing you into my he said, yes, you want some tea. This is good. Hibiscus. We call this sorrel, you know. Okay, yes. Hello, Asher. Oh, it's been a minute. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in. I'm just sipping the tea. Usually I'm spilling the gems, but I'm sipping the tea because today I had to remind myself it was Friday. Today I had to remind myself it was okay to relax some, to rest and not try to overdo it. And because my body is switching back up to waking up, like the 4 a.m.s. I don't know how long we're going to do the 11, but at least I can wake up at 5. That's not a problem. Definitely by 5:30. I used to do 4 a.m. So we'll see how things go. but I like to, when it's coming to the summertime, I want to get up as early as possible. I want to enjoy everything. Have a cup of tea. Yes. Hmm. Have a cup of tea, because I'm going to tell you something. You need to rejuvenate yourself, and you definitely need to make certain that whatever you're doing, you're totally in alignment. And so for me, I need to make sure that my hours, the hours that I'm up, make sense, and the things that I'm doing, the body needs it. Absolutely. Yes. Because a body at rest stays at rest. A body in motions, guess what? Stay in motion. So, guys, give me a second here. Enjoy the pool. Enjoy the pool. You want to jump in? Can you guys swim? Are you guys swimmers? Can you guys swim anyway? Here I come. I'm back. Yeah, I love to swim. One of the things, I think I'm going to do one of my loops with me swimming. Who wants to see me swim? I'm out in the ocean anyway. Yeah, that's the best place I love to swim, in the ocean. Pools, I'm not crazy about it. My gym, there's a pool at the gym, but I'm not crazy about it. Can you guys swim? Great. Are you a swimmer? What about you, Asher? Do you guys swim? And this is like a little glass straw that comes with one of the juicing things. So it's too hot for me to drink it through a straw. uh, that's British. The British, yeah, they love tea. A cup of tea. Can I have a cup of tea? Yeah, they like when I go to Bermuda, they have tea time at around 4 p.m. So wherever they take it, they take it. Yes, the body needs rest. So for me today, I worked from a little cafe. I went to it's kind of a cafe where you can get internet. And I said, let me just try something different. I haven't done it in a while. And I felt good. The only thing was, when I was out there purchasing something to eat, I had to really think about what I wanted to eat. So I didn't want any chicken in my salad. And I didn't want any of the cheese, the feta cheese, or anything like that. So the lady, she was so nice. I gave her a really nice tip, because she was just so nice. She would say, all right, let's combine this and that and take out this. And I said, okay, put the apple chips on top of it. And guys, you know what? When people are able to do that and really work with you, it makes a difference. And when you're nice to people, especially when you're in customer service, and I know a Gray, it's really nice, because sometimes people come in, they're in a hurry, they want this, it may not be perfect. And I'm hoping that we don't have to be mean. We don't have to be rude to the people who are serving us in whatever capacity. So you could be working as a barrister, right? And sometimes people can get a little bit hot under the collar, and you don't want to, snap at them, because you can't. You're in customer service. And so you do your very best. Hey, Betty's Corner. Betty's Corner. Betty, you're going like you're dryland tours. Miss say every time me I look for Betty, I can't find her. And when I get the humming of your, what is it called, your sewing machine, my goodness, you don't know what that does. Just a little nostalgia. But you know what, Betty, when I was a little girl and my mom was sewing, one day I went to mess with the machine. I keep thinking it was my right thumb, was one of them. Guess what happened with the needle from the machine? Jesus Christ. Whoa, I still remember it. And that had to have been in the 70s, 70 something. I remember it. So that's why it took me a long time in home economics to even mess with a sewing machine. And when I tried to sew a jacket, I sewed up the pocket, everything. It looked good, but couldn't even put your hand into anything. So I leave that to other people. But yes, me messing around with the sewing machine as a kid was a lot of. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Yeah. But what I want to talk about, the trends. Are we following the trends? Do we need to follow the trends to be on YouTube? Like, do we have to talk about what's happening, or can we just be? And this is what I like about what I'm seeing here on YouTube, people are just being. You're just allowing yourself to show those things because sometimes the trends will work. Inside your studio, we'll talk about, I think your upper right, where they'll talk about trends or what people are looking for, or you can go to Google Trends, wherever you want to. But as for me, at one point I was just doing what I wanted. I wasn't listening to the algorithm, which is when you say algorithm, you really want to say audience, right? That's really your audience. Let me see if that moves it a little bit. I don't know where the shadow, there's so much shadow um that's coming here, and I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's my glasses. But the trends are out there. Are you going by the trends, or are you just doing what you want to do, Miss Betty? And then people, people like it. People like it. I like your I know I can drink from this. It's not so hot. I like what you do, and you want to be different. Gray is over there in Kuwait, and I told him that a lot of nurses that I've worked with, my colleagues, a lot of them said, "Oh, they enjoyed working in Kuwait. They made some money." Mhm. I was 90 years. Gray, woo, 70s. In the 70s. Oh my gosh, you were nowhere being born. You are a 90s baby. I'm a 60s baby. Go figure. Go figure that. It was like, what? She's old. Mm, yeah, all the way there. Yeah, long time. So I remember that. So are we really following the trends? What I think that's so interesting is that meeting different people from different parts of the world. And that's what I love. Kuwait, Jamaica, the Philippines, definitely in India, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and of course in Canada, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana. I think I've had more people from Kenya right here. And of course, parts of the Caribbean. Your late 90s. Your late 90s. Wow. Oh my goodness. Your late 90s. I have children older than you, Gray. Oh my God. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm talking out my age, right? But yeah, so I like, you being able to show the different buildings. Sometimes too, if you're able to videotape from out, through the windows. I remember being in Dubai and being in that tallest building in the world was no joke. And I'm glad it was at night. When we got there, it wasn't too dark because we went for dinner. And so we were downstairs. We did some interviews. It was a really nice testimonials and stuff like that because I went with a group. It was a very intimate group, maybe a total 12 of us. And then we were able to go upstairs, and that one elevator that I talk about that goes all the way up, your ears are popping. And when you're up there and you're looking out and you're thinking all those buildings that you thought were really tall, you are in the tallest building in the world. Okay. So when you're up there, looking down you're looking down at those buildings, and nothing in New York or anything can compare to that. Oh my God, everything looks so tall, but when I'm in the tallest building, right, I'm still looking down. And even though might have been in the tallest building in the world, right, there's something greater than all of us. And so to know that, as high as we were, it kept me grounded. I am grounded because, like, this is man made. This is man made, and it's amazing. However, we're able to be somewhere that's just magnificent. And so when you look at it, and when you're looking at the trends, I could say the people in Dubai, were they following the trend? So sometimes your vision has to be clear, agree. How clear is your vision for the future? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to take this YouTube thing? Do you just want to be here? Because, like I said, a lot of people, sometimes you have to step back and take a little break. I understand it. But then if you're really serious about it, what are some of the things that you need to do to make sure that you can you can go on, but also it's about keeping the momentum. So that's why I ask about the trends. Mel run things. Hey Mel, how are you? What time is it? I'm just trying to find out all the time zones. Where are you? Australia or New Zealand? I always get the two confused. I need to go study my geography. Is it Australia or New Zealand? Hmm. Thank you for that lovely show you had, that premiere that you had today. I was telling everybody I was at a cafe. I was at a cafe and you popped up and I was like, "Oh, definitely I'm going to listen to this." And I was able to get some work done. So that's a great idea on a Friday to wind down. And that to me it was just beautiful. I was able to get some things done. New Zealand. New Zealand. Yes, New Zealand. Hey Betty, you know that cheese that we always eat? Do you know it's from New Zealand it come from? The cheese that we eat with the bun and cheese in that a red can with the yellow, it's New Zealand where it comes from. Yes, so thank you for that today. I really appreciated it. I spent some me time. I had some me time today and she had a premiere where she had like some soft jazz music and the graphics was just beautiful, and so it gave me in that moment just to have something to listen to and work to. So I really appreciate it. Oh, you're already in tomorrow. Look, hey, we're still here in today. We're in today. She is into tomorrow. Oh my God. So yesterday for you is 2 days. Yesterday is 1 day. So it's already Saturday. Look at that. Look at that. See? Thank you. It was beautiful. And Nitya, she does beautiful music too. Fun fact, do you guys know that I've been a DJ for over 20 something years? That's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know, that I worked on radio since, oh gosh, maybe before you were born, Agre, until around 2018. I took a break. I did a weekly show. Oh, you may do it at different time zones. Yeah, that one on Friday was nice. It was pretty chill because it was Friday evening for me. And then I had to remember, like, Sharon, calm down. It's Friday. Relax. You're just trying to do everything. And so I took my bag with my computer and I went to the cafe and it was pretty good. Yeah. So I did music for my genre. It's Caribbean and world music, but I played all types of music, and I was able to mix it into what I do. So the ear for music, I could have a reggae music, I could throw in some jazz, and then usually around Christmas time, I used to love my show because there was music from opera, you name it. Your girl just was. I was able to blend the music. There's just something so beautiful about it. So I had a very eclectic audience because the ear for the music. Oh, great. You remember that. Ah, yeah. So I did that for many years, raising my family. I did local radio. I could have done New York. I think I would have been on the AM of the FM side, but my family was important to me. So, and they were young at the time. And the radio for me, I really, really have a passion. I really loved it. But I thought about it. They could have fired me from one station. Am I willing to drag my family? And I've had offers. I had offers back in the day, but would I be willing to drag my family around for that? And I thought about it and I was like, nah. So I stayed local. And yeah, and I have no regrets, but I love music. And music too, when I tell people my radio voice may be a little bit different from how I speak here because you get into the mode of the music. And it's not about people hearing you speak as much as I talk when I'm on the radio. People, I just have to let the music, we call it let it breathe. People want to hear the music. People want to hear how you introduce the music, how you gel with it, how you make them feel, when to talk, when not to, and when to, when the music is finished, we'll call it the back sell of it. So all of those good things. But today it was really nice. I'm gonna be on Twitch also. Music nurse, plane attendant. Woo, you're quite genius. Ah, ha, ha. Mm. So I worked in the airline industry before I became a nurse. And so then I worked in nursing. How many years has it been? 25 years, I keep saying. So it's a second career for me. And I work at the station once a week. That I always did what I love. Guys, I'm telling you, when you do what you love, when you do, because the type, I'll tell you, nursing is, and I talk about nursing here, and this is a channel where it attracts nurses and it's starting to pick up more. But I wanted other people to know about some of the things that we go through. If you all haven't yet watched the latest video that I did about the safety of nurses declining, because there's certain words I can't use on YouTube. So I don't even know during, I said the word violence. So I don't know if they're going to strike me for that, but I could not put it in the heading. But I wanted people to know about that. But also, it's who, the things that we do that make us who we are. And so I was able to do that once a week. And it created a balance in my life. So it doesn't mean that you have to put all the things that you love totally to the side. You can still, right? You can still do something. And for me, I said, I'm going to do local. I want to be independent. And I did that. And when I'm done, I go home and I don't think about the station until the next week. Because I would play CDs, vinyls, MP3s, all the stuff, all the things. And I love studios like those because you could take the old music and you hear it, the vinyl and all sorts of things. And yes, I ran my own board. So I did my own board, all of those things, whether they were ads or whatever. So that was a fun part of it. And the rest of it was just my life with my family. And so always find an outlet. The moment you find an outlet to do what you love, it will create an amazing balance. And so even if I'm a critical care nurse and deal with a lot of stuff and have seen a lot of stuff, things that sometimes when I leave work, I could not come into my house right away. I would just sit in my car. I would just sit in my car. I needed to decompress based on what happened in the emergency room. And it was a trauma facility, one of them where I worked. So a lot of things came through. And there were other nurses who worked trauma more than I did because you know, and you still had to be trauma certified to be in there, but it was just my thing. Hey, Jerome, how are you? So for me, music was an outlet. It was just a great escape for me. And that's the thing. So, guys, yes, do what you love. And YouTube could be a thing. And also, too, understand this that the once you understand, yes, we're talking about are you following the trends or not, but just understand that something that you choose to do can make a difference in somebody's life. Something that you choose to do can make a difference in somebody's life. And so that's the thing I want you all to know that do you feel that it's your purpose while you're here? Um, Thank you, Jerome, and welcome. Thank you, Agray, for welcoming him. Mel says, so true. I have always worked with food, but found a different creative outlet in photography, but now it's YouTube. Yeah, listen, because I was saying, for me, I used to do a lot of editing. So I loved to edit. And when I first came on here, I was fancy. I got the GoPro, I have the this, the that, and the external hard drive messed it all up. I was so mad. There's still some stuff I have not been able to bring over into the computer yet. But you know what? In the meantime, I ended up meeting some amazing people here. Thank you, Jerome. Yes, I ended up meeting some amazing people right here on YouTube. And this is the thing. I mean, just do what you love, and you're going to find that it comes easy to you. And photography, oh, I loved that. And it was high school. They taught us black and white photography. I was obsessed with it. That's when I went out and bought my first Canon at the time. Oh my God, Canon T50. Um, a Gray wasn't even born yet. You weren't born yet. Hold on there, Gray. Hold on. Okay, there you go, Gray. I know you've been asking. um, say welcome people, just be nice. And so that's the thing. Once you find out the thing that you love, it can make a difference in your life, and you take it from there. Can you monetize it? Sure. But for me, it was always doing what I love. And for me, because I loved it so much, they're saying, and do you believe this is true? Drop a one if you believe this is true, or a two. I don't know. Um, Saying that if you do what you love, right, you will never work another day in your life because it doesn't feel like work. And if you do what the thing that you would do for free, what is that thing you would do for free? Even if you weren't paid, you would do it. And maybe you're currently doing that thing. What is that thing that you're doing or that you would do even if you're not getting paid for it? Can anyone think about that? Because that's the thing. That's the thing. That school, you remember the camera model. I bought a Pentax, but can't remember what it was because, Mel, I thought I was a big shot back then. It was a Canon T50. Yeah, great, right? It's Canon T50. It was a Canon T50. And I remember when somebody was trying to sell me a lens, and I was like, a guy was trying to sell it for $50. Because at the time, we both worked at the airline and we used to love to travel. And I guess he was trying to get some money. And then I said no, because it actually fit on my camera. And I was. And then when I decided I wanted to buy it, he said, nah, he got somebody who paid more for it. But I would take photos of all the places that I went to. And at the time, most of it was in the Caribbean. And I think one time we went to the UK. Gray, you still weren't born then. It was 19. That's how long since I've been to the UK. 1988. Gray, were you born yet? You weren't born yet. So yeah. And I also love black and white photography because we were able to develop our own photos. You know, when you put that whatever the chemical was, and then you make sure the lights are dim, it's kind of a reddish light or just barely you could see in there. And then you would put the photos in it. And once it comes out, you would leave it there and you move it and you move it. And I guess it's how long you stay the exposure. I'm trying to remember, but doing black and white photography, I was like, this is what I really wanted to do. That's how I felt. I was like, I just want to travel and take photos. That's how I felt. And I was able to do some of it. So sometimes you just have to step into it. And even with that too, even with children, they'll tell you. Many of them will tell you usually by the age of 7, they're saying people will know what it is that they want. And for both of my children, it is so true. It is so true. Whatever they said that they wanted to do, because the first 7 years, they're saying the first 7 years, it forms or formulates the life of that person. Your first 7 years are so important in the development of children. Um, that's what I heard. And Grace said, generally, I'd admire to work behind camera or being interviewed on TV, but I once got a chance in 2018. So that's the thing, too. You got to somebody told me I needed to make a decision. Did I want to be on camera or did I want to be behind the camera? Because what happened was this. Well, what would happen was, I'll tell you. So my radio game is pretty good, is really professional. But when I fell in love with television, my editing skill weren't that great at the time, because no, actually the lighting and all of that, because that's where all of that stuff is easy, guys. But it's when you have to outsource it. When you have to outsource this, that's when it becomes expensive, because you'd have to get an editor or a camera person. And Grace said, "Oh no, I was born in 1989. That's late 80s. That's not 90s. I was born in 1989. I still have a child older than you. Ha!" And I didn't have kids as a teen. See, just trying to figure out my age. I'm not telling y'all. But oh, I'm going to do something with this neck here. Sometimes the neck will give you away. I know you can. You know. Okay. Was born in 19 he was born in 1989. I'll tell you something. When I'm working like the emergency room and somebody would come in, when they would come in and you'd have to do everything with their birthday and their armband, and I'll be like, "Huh. When? 1985? Oh, I remember 1985." I'm like, and they're looking at me like, "Lady, how old are you?" But he's laughing. But yeah, that happens. So yeah, what is that thing that you love? So Mel Run thinks said that photography. The same thing for a Gray. What about you, Jerome? What is that thing that you love, that even if you weren't paid, you would do it? Because you know what? It comes so easy. And you can sit down, edit it, and before you know it, it's hours and hours. But when you have other responsibilities, such as taking care of family and work, you're wondering, should I just hang up my passion? And I'm going to tell you something. When you do that, when you hang it up, um, your world is not the same. It's not the same. So you still will have to find a way, or should, or choose to find a way where you can have and be passionate about the things that you love. It makes a difference, and it keeps you looking young, darlings. It does. It keeps you looking young. Another thing that keeps you looking young is being around young people. Mhm. That's true. It is true. It is true. Being around, I can't be around other cranky old fuddy duddies. Nope. It's to be around other young people. Yes, it used to be around other people. You want to make sure that, you're like we said, we could network, we can talk. I mean, and good things too. I mean, all the time, it doesn't have to be all serious, but you can still be around other. And that's what I loved. I loved being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a little bit different because you're networking with people maybe around your age. You can network with other people with your net worth, but one of the things about it is just being around other younger individuals and the way that they're thinking. It's being innovative. That's the thing about it. So you want to make sure that you're always up in your game, your skills. You can learn from others. The same thing here with YouTube. There are things that I can learn from some people who may be a little bit more savvy, right, with all the technology. But then there's a certain audience. Jerome said, "Yes, yes, yes." There are certain audiences that I will appeal to, and it could be people my age. It could be. A Gray Vlogs channel said, "In my high school, I did fine arts and graphics design. So whatever I'm doing as a barrister in coffee and it's a YouTuber, it's my niche." Okay, all right, nice. So you're actually doing the thing that you really wanted to do, or some people will say the things that they went to school for. Nursing, did I always want to be? Yes, my personality, it's being a nurturer. When you are nurturing and you're caring for people, and I believe it's a gift. So yes, we can follow the trends, but when you do the thing that you truly love, people will see it. And even when people are having a bad day, it takes a lot for you, even to some days, to hold your composure. Because for me, in the previous video, if you guys see it, that nurse safety declining, You want to check that out, because one of the things that I spoke about, it's that when patients come in, sometimes they're afraid. People keep forgetting that they're in a new environment, right? And they're losing their autonomy, and there's somebody telling them they can do this and they can't do that. So they are going to, some people may act out, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's my night bot there, Jerome. Yes, you're always learning every day. This tea is really good, guys. Hibiscus tea, and it has a lot of, look up hibiscus and see what it does. It has a lot of health benefits. Being YouTube, I'm always learning every day, being on YouTube. I too, yes, whenever I want to learn something, and that's what I would use YouTube for entertainment, or when I want to learn something. I wasn't really watching a whole lot of stuff. It was just entertainment or to learn something. Entertainment and education. Those were the only two. And now I'll listen to some of the gossip shows every now and then. I'll say, hear what's going on. I'll watch a few of those, but those were the only things. And so that's why for me, YouTube is a place that I can come to when I want to learn more. So yeah, and so that's why that means the great thing is to make some how-to videos. How to, when I wanted to learn how to make vegan pancakes, because my grandson is allergic to dairy products, I came to YouTube and I was talking about, and then Cassie's Kitchen Creations with a K, uh, she heard me talking about it, and I said, "Are you able to make a vegan cornbread?" Because she was making some cornbread and they look so good, and she said, "You know what? I can. I'll do a video." And she did a video, and I tried it. I tried the recipe, and I was thankful that she even thought about doing that, because he has really bad allergies. Yeah, can't eat it. He'll end up in the hospital. So we have to make sure that when he comes, the nuts and all of those things, he can't have those eggs, nuts, and dairy. Eggs, nuts, and any dairy products. Absolutely none. None of that stuff. I love traveling, exploring new places, so I just find it easier for me. Yeah. Yeah. And all of the stuff that you love, you can take it to. Do you have a drone? Do you have a drone? Yes, this tea, Mel. Oh my God, it's amazing. I try not listen. I drank it all. I try not to have too much fluid at night, because I used to have this acid reflux thing, so I can only have a certain amount of fluid. I can't lay down too low because it will come back up. It doesn't bother me as much anymore, but I gotta kind of watch how much fluid that I drink. I love traveling and exploring new places, so I just find it easier for me. What I love the fact now that I have my GoPro. When I went to Costa Rica, I didn't have it. And when I came back and I went zip lining, I'm like, man, I will never be without my GoPro. Where is it? Okay, so I have the other part of it where it can go on my head. So when we go to Jamaica, and just keep me in your prayers, I am going to wear it and go zip lining when we're not working. We're only spending 7 days, so I don't know if we'll have time, but I would like to. I would like to, and then get it from there. Oh my God, just the thought of it. That's excited. And some places too, Gray, when you travel, if you can't bring all the equipment, and Mel run things, you can hire other people. Like you could hire them to do the drones for you. You can hire them to do the drone shots. So those are the things that I like too. And I think photography is a great way for people to connect and have conversations about things, and it's how you, the photographer, will see things. I have a friend, she is in Bermuda, and mail run things. Guess what? She travels just to take photos, and she golfs also. So whenever her husband goes on golfing trips, she golfs. But guess what? She's a golfer, but she goes just to take photos, and sometimes she will just fly. She's been to Ireland. I know she went to Spain. At one point, she was in New York. She'll take photos and say, "Where do you think I am?" And she just takes photos. So that I think is pretty cool. And yeah, she just travels just to do that. So she can go somewhere for the time being to capture some of the beautiful sights. And sometimes she does post it on Facebook, but that's her passion. She was even teaching me how to use my, what do you call it? My iPhone, how to use my iPhone to take photos. So, yeah. Oh, Nightbot is going crazy over here. Why is it just it's going crazy? Oh wow. Yeah, sometimes when it blocks people, it will take everything away. Um, who's that? Lisa's got style. Hello everyone. Hi, how are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you for stopping in. Don't forget to double tap the screen. You guys are doing amazing with the thumbs up. And in a little bit, I'm going to put up some of my juicings because some of you guys like to watch that. I have some other stuff. I have some papaya. Oh, listen, I can't tell you all the stuff, but I said, let me just bring the juicing in. And one of these nights, and a great thank you for that tip. One night, I know I was too fast, and he was like, just do something else. Mel Run Thing said, absolutely. I did portrait and weddings for years, but I think landscape is more for me. Yeah, I could see you doing that. I could see that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, and Lisa's Got Style is in here. Yeah. Okay. And I think a Gray just went and sub over there to mail run things. And guys, remember, give yourself 24 to 48 hours before, check out somebody's stuff and then you go and sub so you don't want to lose it. Yes, Saturday. Okay, it's Saturday here. Nice. Yes, I like the live. Thank you so much, Lisa's Got Style. Where are you, Lisa? Where are you located? What continent are you on? I almost said, what planet? Aren't they trying to get us to Mars? I'm like, oh my God, let us just deal with it. This is a beautiful planet. Guys, really think of it. Everything that we need is here. Everything that's made for us is here. We're part of the stardust, as they say, right? So why do we want to mess this up? Why are we trying to mess this up and go elsewhere? This is a beautiful planet. And this is what I'm thinking. While I'm here, I'm going to enjoy it. And Grace said, landscape is so beautiful. It was my best drawing. Oh, wow. Nice. Agree. Thank you so much. Yes. She's in Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Thank you for tuning in. All right. I'm going to come over and say hello because that's what I do. Guys, do you know that every time somebody comment on my videos, I look at them, and if it's for the first time, I click, I go over, and if I like it, that's why it will take me a while. And I watch their videos, I watch their content, and I'll leave a comment and I'll come back and check off. I love nature and landscapes and the fine arts. Yes. And so that's the thing. I really love connecting with people. Lisa's got style. I might have been over to you before. I don't know, Lisa, but if I haven't, forgive me and I will come over. I got you, got style. I have another device here. Just charge it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I love people who are in the arts. And for me, I am more drawn to the people in the arts. And I think that's how with radio, when people are saying, you don't sing, I'm like, nope. Do you want to learn to sing? I said, not really. Excuse me. This was good. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. But when I see other people in their brilliance, it's just, you guys might have experienced this too. It's such a beautiful thing. It's like you're on another level when you see someone paint something and then you're wondering what are they scribbling on the paper and then it turns out into something beautiful. That's how we're given our gifting. And so to celebrate other people with that, to me, it's totally, totally amazing. It makes me, I'm just going to tell you, it makes me feel good. I have a friend, I would say that whenever she would sing, I would close my eyes and the tears are just coming out. And I said, "Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm going to fall off the chair." And she said, "Don't fall off the chair." And her voice is just so angelic, so beautiful. I just feel it in every cell in my body. And it's just like, how is she able to make the notes and they just go out? And I feel that way. And so when you're in that space, you could take it all in. That's a special gift, guys. And that's how we celebrate each other. Yeah, our differences and the things that make us so unique. Because God is busy. We're calling on God all the time. He's busy. So that's why all these super talented people around here. While I'm waiting for him to do something. He said, "You will call on him. He may not come when you want him, but he's always on time because he's an on time God, right?" And in the meantime, I'm going to listen to some beautiful music over there. I'm going to look at some beautiful architecture and other things, and it'll get my mind off some of the things. So that's how we celebrate each other, celebrate the things that make us unique, because no one person, yeah, there's some people who are super talented with a couple of things that they can do, but here we are given these gifts. And how you may see a photo through those lens, I may not see it that way, but somehow you're able to capture that. And then with the lighting and everything else, it makes a difference. When I take my photos and I want them to look different, I didn't even know that was a thing. I would turn my camera lens upside down. So when I'm taking flowers, I would turn the camera upside down, tilt it in a way, because I want to see what the flowers are looking at. I want to see what they're seeing. And so when I would do that, sometimes I'm just out there walking. I want to see what they're doing. So I took the iPhone, turn it upside down, tilt it so that I could see the heavens. I can see the skies. I can see the sky and the clouds, I should say. And then I will take the photos. Try that, guys. Try it. Take your camera, turn it upside down. Some of you probably already know that. And it will, the different angles that you're able to take it from, it would be so amazing. It is so amazing. And try that, and you will see it. Sometimes in the morning when I get up early, and I'm having the tepid water, and this is my favorite cup. So even if they break, I buy more of them because I like to be able to see through it with my lemon water, and the sun is coming through, and I take some photos. I have some pretty nice shots. Yeah. Just for me and my tepid water and lemon in the morning, sometimes some fresh mint from the garden, just pick it there. Wash it off though. And then I have different ways of how, and I'm out there until the sun comes up. So yeah, maybe one morning I'll do that so you guys can see it. Yeah, so celebrate each other, celebrate your differences, tap into the thing that you love, the thing that you would do even if you weren't paid. That's the thing, because they're saying what you do, what you love. Once you do what you love, you'll never work another day in your life. And that is so true. And for me, what is that thing? Was it nursing? Okay, so you do nursing. I said, because I really love people. I really love connecting. And it's not just doing the work, it's connecting with that person. And and you got to be interested with what you do. So for me, because I'm always interested in people, when somebody would come into the emergency room, I need to know what led them to come in there. Maybe they were home, they were cooking, something happened, who do they live with? And once I get all of that information along with what else was going on in the patient, then I see them as a person. That's the thing, guys. You have to see people for who they are. They are human beings. I need to know, whatever else was going on. And so it's not just somebody that's just being in my stretcher right there. That's a human being. And so sometimes too, even though, and Lisa's Got Style, if you haven't watched my latest video, it's only 10 minutes. I'm talking about nurses and, the lack of safety or some of the things that are happening, not just for nurses, but I kind of try to include everybody in the workplace. You may want to watch that. And that's one of the things that I'm talking about. People just, not everybody wants to be violent or to hurt you, but sometimes there are other things, it could be mental things going on. It could be substance. And sometimes it's maybe not even illegal substance. Sometimes they might have taken more than they should have. And, sometimes too, people, their blood sugar are dropping, all sorts of things. And I'm going to tell you, the emergency room is exciting. I actually love it. You don't know what's coming through those doors. You don't know what's coming through those doors. And so, yes, when you take your personality, when you take who you are into the work that you do, and you're allowed to have the freedom to do that, it makes a difference, and it makes it easier for the people that you work with. Doing customer service or working face to face with people, I know. Thank you so much, Lisa's Got Style. And leave a quick comment and let me know what your thoughts are, because it does affect all of us. When you use your personality in what you're doing, it makes a huge difference, because you don't want a cranky nurse or a pilot or somebody who's just like, I don't want to be here today. You don't want that. And that's why we say, when people, you're not feeling well, stay home. Sometimes they'll say, oh, they're short staffed. You may not be up to par, because you have to make, especially in certain areas, right? You have to make quick decisions. And if you're not feeling well, you may not be able to do what you need to do. And so, yes, in any form of work, you want to show up as your best, and bring your personality. And as we were saying, Lisa, before you got here, we're saying whatever that thing that you love to do outside of either your career or your family, do it. Because guess what? It creates an amazing, I call it the rhythm, right? Some people call it the balance, but it creates that in your life. And it was just like, how was I able to do nursing for so long, raise a family, do all these other things? It was my outlet. It was my music. I did almost a 6-hour show, like a 5 hour and 45-minute show once per week. And that, I'm in a totally different world. And it was like from 1:15 a.m. to 6 a.m. Ooh, yeah, I did overnights. But and it was just once per week, and then I would go back about my business. But that's the thing, I did that for many years. Even before I graduated nursing school, I started in that, because I thought that I could use radio and go into the entertainment side of things, right? But I also wanted to have, at the time, I said I wanted to have something steady, that if I told you guys, I said I became a nurse so I could be a DJ. Well, in the back of my head, I was thinking I could work anywhere, right? If I worked on the radio and I'm in another state, I could work anywhere as long as I had the license. So it's kind of crazy. It's a little funny thing. It's a play on words, but that was part of it too. So sometimes too, you're thinking about the career that you've chosen. Are you able to mix it with what you're doing? Absolutely. Why not? It was something that I did, and I never talked about it at work. I never talked about it. I kept it to myself. Not, not to keep it so much to myself, but I didn't want to mix the two. It's just I'm here. I'm very focused when I'm at work. That's what I do. But this is my fun part. I didn't want anybody in it from work or anything like that. That was just how I chose to do it. And so you can choose that with your life. If you're on YouTube, everybody doesn't have to know at work. Everybody doesn't have to join your YouTube channel. I have always been very clear with that, whatever I wanted to do. And that's another thing, a gem. Before I leave you, we're leaving in 4 minutes, but I'm going to say this to you. Leave your work out of it. Leave your coworker out of it, because I don't want anybody tracking me. That's right, Mel Run Things. I don't want anybody tracking me. If you so happen to bump into it, so be it. But I don't miss work, and I never missed work because of what I did. I always was able to. The deal was this: in the first radio show I had, I would get Saturdays off, and so they thought I was a 7-day Adventist. No, 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 no. And then when they started to And I'm like, yeah, I could work. So, or I'd work Saturday night. So my show would be from 3 to 6. I had like an hour and so I had to get everything ready for work, and then then drive to work. The hospital wasn't too far away, so I did that, and then I would work 7p to 7a, and then when I could get Sundays off, I would work 3 12-hour shifts specifically. I think I would work I think I work Monday, I work Sunday, Monday, Fridays, Sunday, Monday, Fridays, or Sunday, Monday, Thursdays, or something like that. So I would only work one Sunday, because then people will start to say, well, why do you have this time off? Why do you have that time off? Ah, Lisa's got style. You are a beautiful speaker. You are so smart and you are a blessing. Ah, you are a blessing. Thank you for being a blessing. And thank you for that. Maybe because I'm a little bit older. I don't know. I don't know. I think we all learn from each other, but I thank you. Thank you for those nice, kind words. Um, but yeah, guys, do what you love. If anything, and one of the things I'll say this, oh my God, we got 2 minutes. If you can ever mentor someone, if you can have a kind word. For me, the young nurses is to have a kind word for them. A lot of things now, and I just applaud all of my other colleagues who are into a lot of self-care, that they're now teaching other nurses to care for themselves. That's something that we never really did. We never really did that. And it was a guilty feeling about it. We would take care of people, but never took care of ourselves. And so I'm very thankful that there are those who are um, mentoring these young nurses and telling them that it's okay. And the ones who are at bedside, because not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur like me. I've always been of the entrepreneurial mindset, but there are those, this is what they want to do. They want to go to work. They want to take care of your loved ones. They really do. But sometimes they're tired, they're exhausted, and they're trying to do their very best. And they're really running on empty, like this, like how I was slurping at this cup. They're running on fumes, on empty. And it is okay that they take care of themselves. And so there's a lot that's more that I could say to that. And I'll do a video, because sometimes people say, oh, nurses, they're not this, they're not that. If you really understand the work that we do, it will make you say, I don't know if I'd want to do that. But anyway, guys, it's been good. It's been great. I so enjoy being here. Oh, this is telling me I've only been here 56 minutes. Maybe I had a hard time signing in. Any other thoughts? Anybody want to share anything or any questions for me? I really appreciate you all. I know that it's late, and I honor you for just the time that you've taken to watch this. Those of you on the replay, definitely engage, ask questions, leave a comment, share, let others know about what we're doing over here. It's really about you using this platform to either to educate, to entertain, whichever way, just to, to let other people know about who you are and what it is that you do. And like a great, he's in Kuwait, and I'm looking at some beautiful buildings. I'm like, whoa. I have some friends over there in the Philippines. I was just talking about you. Yeah, we're shutting down in a minute here. But I thought that I had until 11:05, but it seems like I started a little bit late. So I have 2 minutes on this to end it, to make it 1 hour. Oh no, you didn't miss anything other than me just talking. Is other than me just talking about doing what you love. Because this what now? Is it almost 6 a.m. where you are, a Gray? Mhm. I'm so sorry I missed your premiere, but you're gonna see me a lot, because that's the thing. When I love a channel, Upcoming Park, but it's so beautiful to watch. Oh yeah, I saw something that you're gonna do next week, and that's really smart. I'm gonna start scheduling some of my premieres ahead of time, because it's supposed to be once a week. And so I want to do that so people can, give it the thumbs up, and as a reminder to them. So that's a good idea. I really like that. Sometimes they're doing it and say, oh, Golga would say, make sure you do it no less than 30 minutes before. But on Fridays, usually it's a little bit hard if I'm not doing anything on a Friday night. Yes, I really like your channel. I really do. It's 6:06. Okay, yeah. So for me, it's I have 45 seconds to go. So I'm glad that we've met everybody. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be doing the ASMR. I'm going to be juicing tonight so you can watch it. Yeah, you can just premiere video. It's so yes, I'm going to start doing some more health talks and some premieres. And so but like I said, my niche are those are my nurses. So I gotta talk to them because we're not all quitting. We are all doing something. Mary Jane, oh my gosh, you just got here, but you're gonna have to catch the replay. Make sure you watch my latest video. Oh my gosh, this was a good one, Mary Jane. Really good. Mel run things. Gray is here. Oh my goodness. And I had some other folks. Lisa's got style. You're gonna meet some. Okay. Yes, yes. Just check in. Let's have tea. Girl, I drank all the tea tonight. It was hibiscus, lemon, and ginger and a little honey. All right, beautiful people. Until next time, I promised you the 1 hour. Catch the replay. Please watch my latest video, the 10-minute video about nurses, the safety of nurses declining, and it also affects you in the workplace. So take care until next time now.